back in the day, pipelines were just built without consultation and accommodation. Nowadays, it's like, hold the phones here. You can't just build. We need to talk.
We never had a share of the benefits that came from Alcan, came from Urcan, came from Methanex, so major industry within our territory. We were never given a second thought in that process. We wanted to share and we wanted to say that leaves the responsibility to a First Nation of what is acceptable and the objectives they want to achieve. It is up to the First Nation to determine whether meaningful consultation occurs. So meaningful consultation in Haisla's perspective is having our objectives, whether it be environmental, employment, capacity, and coming to the table with proponents and government and aligning those objectives to a success.
I'd have to say the catalyst to having a relationship with our local First Nations is finally understanding, after all these years, that really it is the right thing to do. And it's something that should have been there years and years ago, but for various reasons it wasn't. So we do have to build that relationship with our neighbors and show that they can trust us and that we can work together and both work together to see both communities prosper and industry in the area here. Probably the biggest change in industry development nowadays is that all government levels, and of course the industry, they all have to have relations with First Nations. And it's important that you build that relationship right from day one. As soon as you're thinking of your project, you need to go to all the First Nations that will be impacted and start consulting with them and hearing their concerns and working with them.
Without meaningful consultation, there is no way to meet aligned objectives. You become leery that the trust isn't there. So through meaningful consultations, we've been able to develop relationships with proponents, with government, that we've built and maintained the trust aspect. Let's just say that both hands have been out and we are willing to work together to make one of these projects a success.
We're not bottom of the barrel anymore. And that's the big picture the rest of the Canadians need to see. First Nations being one of the main players is the way to go, is the way of the future. You can't leave us out. That's just the way it has to be.